Now, let's see what happens when we right-click an object in the timeline instead of an empty area. This time, the menu is quite a bit longer. You'll see options such as cut, copy, paste, rename, bring to front, send to back, create cue point at playhead, alignment, show until end, show always, timing, and accessibility. Some of these are standard Windows tools, so we won't spend time on things like cut, copy, or paste. Instead, let's focus on the options that are part of Storyline's own functionality, the ones that help you actually program and control what happens on your slide. If you remember from earlier, we showed that you can rename an object by double-clicking its name in the left column of the timeline. This option does the same thing. It just gives you another way to rename the selected item by right-clicking and choosing Rename. Next are Bring to Front and Send to Back. These control which items appear in front of others. The same idea we talked about when rearranging objects in the timeline list. Choosing Bring to Front moves that object all the way to the top of the order, so it appears above everything else. If you only need to move it up one level, choose Bring Forward. Send to Back and Send Backward do the opposite. They lower the object's visual priority so it appears behind other items. The next three, Create Cue Point at Playhead, Fit Timeline to Longest Object, and Reset Timeline to Default, work exactly the same here as they did when we right-clicked an empty area. Let's talk about alignment. This option helps you line things up precisely between your object and the playhead. You'll probably use Align Object to Playhead most often. That's when you've positioned the playhead where you want something to appear and you're ready to line it up perfectly. The other two options flip that relationship. Align Playhead to Object Start jumps the playhead to where that object begins. Align Playhead to Object End moves it to where the object leaves the slide. These are small shortcuts, but they save a lot of dragging and guessing when you're syncing multiple objects. Now, you'll also see Show Until End and Show Always. You've already seen these in action with the timeline arrows. Here, you can toggle them directly from the menu. If Show Until End is checked, the arrow appears at the right edge of the object bar, meaning it stays visible until the slide finishes. If you uncheck it, that arrow disappears. Show Always works the same way, but controls the start of the object. When it's selected, a left-facing arrow appears at the beginning of the bar, meaning the object is visible from the very start of the slide all the way to the end. The timing option gives you even finer control. Instead of dragging bars on the timeline, you can type in exact numbers for when the object should appear and how long it should stay visible, down to hundredths of a second. If you like precision, this is the tool for you. You'll also see checkboxes here for Show Until End of Slide and Always Show on Slide, which work exactly the same as the options we just discussed. And finally, there's accessibility. This one's important. It opens a window where you can add alt text, descriptions, and other details that make your course more inclusive for every learner. Accessibility isn't just a checkbox, it's how we make sure everyone can interact with the same content in meaningful ways. That's a quick walkthrough of what happens when you right-click an object on the timeline. Lots of familiar tools, but a few really powerful shortcuts once you know where to look.